Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, July 21st, 2024, and it's time for your Sunday Heal the World reading. I'm Dolly, and this is the Wolf Girl Oracle. I'm sorry I banged my microphone there. But yes, we are going to do a reading today, and we're going to ask our spirits and our angels and our ancestors to help us find a way through the week, to progress through the week. That'll be both healing for us and for everything around us. So let's get over to the other table and we'll get that started. Okay, so I'm sticking with the Star Dragon Oracle and the Star Tarot as our cards for today. I've really enjoyed how these cards have paired up. So we're going to continue with this. So I'm going to get the cards shuffled, and as I do, I am going to ask the angels to protect us. I'm going to be asking the spirits of the land and my home, the Landvatir and the Husvatir, to surround us. And I'm going to ask the ancestors to give us wisdom. What do we need to progress through this week, spirits? Please and thank you, and I love you. Okay, well, this card jumped out, so that's going to be for the east. Now we're going to go to the south. You know, it progresses through the week. Okay, beginning of the week, middle of the week, towards the end of the week, and the weekend. Okay, south or east, south, west, and north. Okay, so for our south position for midweek, we have this card. Pull this down there. Towards the end of the week, we have this card. And over the weekend, we have this card. Alright, so that's our Oracle card. Now, from the Star Tarot, we're going to pull some clarifiers for these cards. I'll try to shuffle this here. Alright. My arm is getting a lot better, you guys. I'm very happy about that. Okay, what do we need to clarify for the beginning of the week, Spirit? Please and thank you. All right. What do we need to clarify for the middle of the week? That was quick. What do we need to clarify for the end of the week? And what do we need to clarify for over the weekend, Spirit? There, okay. All right. So for the beginning of the week, we have invention, burning with passion. Now we had this last week. Invention, burning with passion, and I think it was in the same position too. I'd have to go back and look, but I believe it was close to the beginning of the week. And you know, this dragon represents you know, our burning passions, what it is exactly that we want, and what, you know, what our desires are, what our dreams are. You know, this is the focus of this card. So let's pop open the clarifier here, and we have the Prince of Wands in the medicine position, which is like the page of Wands. And this card is kind of a hothead, rebellious, temperamental individual. So it might be that towards the beginning of the week, we're going to feel like a tug happening between our passions and our temperament. Okay, so things might boil up in us if we're not careful. And right now, I know that there's a lot of boiling passions and boiling hot-headedness happening in our world right now in many different areas. Okay, so be careful this week not to allow your passions, especially at the beginning of the week, get a hold of your better judgment. All right, so be very careful about that. If you feel something boiling up in you, take a second to step back and breathe and allow yourself some space to get some clarity, to calm down. Don't engage in any fiery debates with anybody. It's not going to lead to anything it's not going to help you. Let's just put it that way. So just be careful of that, all right? Okay, so then midweek we have Rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. Rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. And that's very much a forgiveness, self-forgiveness card, an awareness of lessons learned kind of card. This is a don't beat yourself up kind of card. Okay, but let's turn over the clarifier. The clarifier is the Three of Swords. And, the Three of Swords is kind of this heartbreak, sadness. It's a heartbreak card. So I feel like at the beginning of the week, if you're engaging in a bunch of fiery debate with somebody, especially somebody that you care about, you might end up regretting that. Okay, now, so if that does happen, because sometimes it happens and you can't even help yourself, right? It just happens. So if you feel that happen, definitely give yourself a second chance. Definitely allow yourself, forgive yourself, but ask for forgiveness too, to the person that you were having a fiery debate over. You could say, hey, my emotions were running high, but the best way to avoid this altogether is to just sort of keep your passions in check, right? All right, let's go over to the end of the week now. And at the end of the week, we have protection, finding what is important. Protection, finding what is important. And you can see this young lady she's got this dragon just like fully engulfing her with protection. Okay. Or it might be her own inner light that's protecting her internally, and the dragon is protecting her externally. But definitely a feeling of protection. This is a very green hue, a very healing hue on this card. So let's turn over the clarifier here. And we have the Four of Wands in the medicine position. Four of Wands. Ooh, can you even see that? The Four of Wands in the medicine position. And this card is giving me a feeling of I am willfully involving myself in drama. Okay, I am willfully involving myself in drama when I should be protecting myself, when I should be holding back and taking a deep breath and just allowing myself to understand the situation better before I go into any kind of a debate or discussion that I feel very passionate about. Okay, like this girl on this card, that fire that we might be seeing here, might actually be the fires of passion that she's keeping close to herself. She's allowing herself to stay protected so that the passions don't supersede her better judgment, right? He's looking down, the dragon's looking down, he's protecting her, and she's keeping it reined in. So, you know, with this Four of Wands here in the medicine position, let me turn it up right here. You know, this is, you've got the two bears that are looking up at the tree. They're looking up at all this abundance up in the tree here, right? They're trying to get to it. And, you know, the Four of Wands, when it's like upright, is very much a harmonious, a very harmonious belonging sort of feel. But when you turn it over, you know, you're missing all the small miracles. When the script is flipped like this, you're missing all the small miracles, and you're having problems with communication and getting involved in drama that isn't your own. So definitely remember that. So this whole week so far has felt like a practice in taming the tongue. You know, keep the tongue tamed until you are ready and in a good position to be able to talk about the things that you want to talk about. You know, if you're fired up, don't do it. Don't do it. And then for the weekend, we have effort, conquering your demons. Effort, conquering your demons. And you've got like this soldier type fairy sitting on the back of the dragon. And the dragon's got his, like, it's almost like his spear of destiny, right? Right there to protect him. And they're going off to battle to conquer their demons. And for the clarifier, we have the Six of Wands. So it's interesting how we've had a couple wands. The three of the four clarifying cards are wands this time. So the Six of Wands upright like this is it's a victory card. It's very much a victory card. So if you're in the process of conquering your demons, and your demon might be this week keeping your passion in check, you know? If your mouth is the thing that's getting you into trouble all the time, you know, at some point you have to say to yourself, what's the common denominator in all these things that keep happening to me? Well, the common denominator is you, right? So the important thing for you to do this week is really just take a look at yourself and say, hey, am I letting my passions get a hold of me? Am I speaking in a way that's stabbing, or am I speaking in a way that's going to help people think? You know, because a lot of times when we're passionate and angry or full of fear, the way that we talk to people is very different than when we're confident, cool, calm, and collected. And how that affects people, how that, you know, persuades people is very, very different, right? And the energy that's needed right now out in the universe, the thing that's going to help heal the earth is compassion. So if you can't speak with compassion right now, take a deep breath and wait until you can. Okay, that's what this whole reading is saying to me, okay, to give to you. All right, let's get over to the other camera. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming today. I love you guys. Look at, I can hold up my arms and I can make my heart like this again. Yay! I love you guys. And I hope to see you guys this week on Wednesday for a coffee and talk. So I hope you guys will join me. It's a lot of fun. And yeah. So I love you guys and I hope you have a great week. And I will see you guys next week. Okay? All right. Take care, everybody. All right. Bye-bye.